Well, it's second day of the deer season, and I'm trying to get my mind, my attitude wrapped around the fact that I'm not in the big woods still hunting. First time in over 50 years I have not been camping and hunting the big woods on the opening of deer season. In the last video I explained all that, but why? Getting older may have its advantages, but I hadn't found one yet. Losing all your good hunting buddies over the years is certainly not a good thing. And like I said, my buddy Jack and I, we've hunted for many, many years together. Many years. And this is the first year that he just didn't feel like going, so going up and camping and hunting, so. I'm 80, Jack's 82. He's a tough old bird. And if he just didn't feel like going, he's just not feeling real good right now, so. I'm out here hunting the farm a little early. Normally I don't start that until about mid-season. Hunt the big woods first, which is my favorite way to hunt, and then come here to the farm, do a little hunting. So I love hunting the farm, hunting out quickly here. I mean, this is comfort compared to hunting the big woods. But it's two different kinds of hunting, and I like them both. But, so I'm kind of reconciled myself into the fact that this is the sort of the hunting that I'm going to be doing this year. I'll hunt primarily my farm. I got a couple other farms that I'll hunt a little bit. And on those, one in particular, I might be able to do a little bit of still hunting, be able to slip around on it a little bit, move around. So, it's still going to be a good season. And hopefully get my buddy Gary, my handicapped buddy that hadn't been able to hunt in over 12 years, hopefully we can get him out. We've worked all summer getting everything ready for him, and dadgummit, right here about the time the season opens, as if he didn't have enough problems, something else attached itself to him there. He went and having CAT scans and things like that, trying to figure out what's going on with him. So we hope we get that straightened out and get him in the woods too. But anyway, it's going to be a good season. So, and whatever it is, I'm going to enjoy it. You know, the Apostle Paul gave us some pretty good advice. He said, whatsoever state I am in, whatsoever condition I'm in, or find myself in, whatever circumstances I find myself in, I have learned therewith to be content. Good advice. So, whatever life throws at you, bend, don't break. Go ahead and enjoy it. I'm going to sit here and sip on a cup of coffee and watch the fields and see what might turn up. That's the first visitor to the farm that I've seen today. Little doe, so far all by herself. It's early. Early yet, just a little after daylight. She's over just out in the wide open. There the four slickheads are. All back out in the field. I believe they're going to come down there to put a little raid on the food plot. What I'm thinking. Well, it's just breaking daylight on the third morning of the hunt. I'll come out here at the Quigley, got me a cup of coffee, sit around and watch it get daylight and see what happens here in the field. It's a beautiful, beautiful cold morning. About a perfect morning to sit around, drink coffee, and watch the fields. Look at this. Just keep an eye on the fields here as the morning wakes up. And then about middle of the afternoon, Diane and I are going to go down, visit Gary and see what the prognosis is for him after all the work we've done this summer and everything, is he actually going to be able to hunt a little bit? I mean, he's had a doctor's appointment, I think, every day this past week. And right now, he's not doing all that great, but we'll see. I sure hope he gets to go. The boy hadn't been able to hunt in 12 years, and we've worked to try to get him back to where he can because of a physical handicap, and we think we got all that worked out, and doggone if he didn't have a problem come up that's not really part of the handicap, but it's got him knocked down. We're hoping he gets over that, and so he gets out and hunts a little bit. 'Cause boy, he's sure been looking forward to it. If there's ever been anybody that's look forward to doing a little bit of deer hunting, that boy. We've been deer hunting partners for over 50 years. He's a good guy. Anyway. Sit around here and sip on my coffee and watch some more. And so, that's actually a pretty good little 8-pointer. I probably ought to try to get him, but it's early in the season, and we're allowed 2 bucks. So I could get him and start making sausage out of him. Nah, I'll wait a little while. Might be making a mistake, but I think I'll wait a little while. Well, a little 8-point buck. I keep calling him little 8-point buck. He's not a little 8-point buck, but anyway, that little 8-point buck left the food plot, left the field. Here a few minutes later, the 3 does show up. That's my usual 3. That's actually Whitey and her mom's fawn from this year. That's a strange, because Whitey was a doe, and it's been with its mother now for this is 3rd or 4th year. She's never had a fawn, but her mom has one every year, but old Whitey stays with her. A little cool. I'm getting cool. I think I'm going to close up the windows here for a couple of minutes and turn on the heat for just a minute or two.
Yeah, you should put them all up there.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a little 4-point. Well, actually, it's 3-point. You got a little fork on his right and a straight spike on his left. Anyway, that's 2 bucks this morning.
Shoot, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. What you hear there, that's that good-looking woman of mine talking.
Oh no, I don't know who she is.
I got her on the phone. Yes, I got it made out here.
I'm watching from the other.
Watching deer, drinking coffee, and talking to a good-looking woman. I mean, what else can you ask for?
I'm the lookout from the heated lodge.
Oh yeah. The sun is finally getting down to the house down here now. They're burning the frost off of the roof of the storage building. It's been a beautiful morning. Well, it's been a somewhat interesting morning. There's Whitey, Mom, and this year's fawn out there again up here in this field. Anyway, it's been a kind of interesting morning. A couple of bucks. Few does. Squirrel or 2. It's just been a beautiful morning. And it's a different kind of a season, but I do miss being out roaming the big woods, that's for sure. But hunting, looking around here from Quigley here at the farm, I'm blessed. I'm greatly blessed, and I do like it. It's actually beautiful, and a beautiful morning. But anyway, talking to Gary here a little while ago, he's a little down because of all the work that he's done and we've done to try to get him to be able to go hunting this year. That's my handicapped buddy, and we've worked all summer trying to work out things so he could he could get to go. And them boys right here about the time the season opened, more physical problems. Goodness, so we're still hoping that he'll get things straightened out enough to where he can get to go a little bit. Because he has certainly looked forward to it. He's worked hard at it. And several of us have worked on the project trying to get him back in where he can hunt. And we're certainly not going to give up yet. We still plan on getting him out there. We've got a while to go yet. Those three are up there eating on the food plot again. But that's what you planted it for. So I hope they're enjoying their mid-morning snack. So I'm going to continue to sip on coffee and watch the fields for a while. There are a flock of turkeys have come out now. It's been a bit of a wildlife show this morning. A few deer out in the field behind me, and turkeys in another field in front of me. Beautiful morning. Turkeys. Turkeys right over here. And turkeys at the bottom of the hill and deer up on top. Sowing period's ended. And I think I'm going to go to the house. Fix me and that good looking woman of mine some oatmeal for breakfast. And we'll put a few of those walnuts that I've got all hauled out. I believe we can afford to eat a few of them. I got a little over 7,000 walnuts hauled out. But my nutcracker finally got in here, and I've been fooling around with it a little bit. Boy, it works good. It's a master nutcracker ordered from Sarcoxy, Missouri, and it's quite a contraption. It works good. Works real good. Better than anything I've ever tried to work with to crack out a black walnut with. Anyway, I'm going to leave the Quigley a while. Been great. It's been a beautiful morning. Those old turkeys, there's about a dozen of them there. Yeah, just feeding along, looking for bugs and grasshoppers, I reckon. And the deer up there eating on clover. So everything's out getting its breakfast but me, so I'm gonna go get breakfast. You know, like I said in the previous video on this season, I normally be in the big woods, big mountains, still hunting for the first part of the season. But due to circumstances, I'm not this year. Instead, I'm reduced to hunting here at the farm a whole lot earlier than what I normally do. So, yeah. So when I left the house, instead of walking directly to my little hunting house, the Quigley, I decided to take a somewhat of a circuitous route along the edge of the woods and kind of just enjoy a little early morning, easing along with one of your favorite rifles. Just because I can, I reckon. Still missing deer camp and still hunting the big woods. But I am super blessed. I am well blessed. I've got one of the most beautiful little places to live you ever seen. Got pretty good deer hunting on it. And I built the Quigley, my hunting house. It's great. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. But who knows, I might actually catch a deer out here at the along the edge of the woods. You never know. Anyway, I decided to take the long way out here too quickly. A little shooting house, which is right here. Temperature's fairly mild this morning. I didn't look, but it must be around 45, 50 degrees. I could have been out here a lot quicker if I'd have took the direct route. I took the scenic route this morning. Let me get here and get all set up. Watch the daybreak here at the Quigley. Get myself all situated here at the Quigley. Take a look around the field. See if we can spot anything anywhere. There's a buck. There's a buck in the food plot. If it's so dark, I might be able to see him yet. Yeah, return up here. I think I'll be able to see him. No, it's so dark you can't. There's a pretty nice buck up there that really enjoying his breakfast in my food plot. Boy, that buck's an early riser. The only time I've seen him out now 3 times. It's always real early. My goodness. Orange look, I don't know if that's the same buck or not. Orange look bigger. Whatever, that's a nice buck. I don't know if that's the same buck that's been out there or not. It's a little bit too dark to really tell. It's a nice buck, but whatever. Oh no, that's not the same buck. He's got a lot longer tines. It's a pretty good buck. That was a good start to the day. No shot. A little too dark. And I would have had to get out and stalk a bit closer. It's a little bit too far for my muzzleloader. Old Tennessee poor boy traditional muzzleloader. I'd be kind of stretching it, I might. But a nice buck. Good way to start day number 4. I guess I've kind of come to terms with it being a different sort of a season, but not being able to camp with my old buddies and hunt the big woods for at least for a week or two at the beginning of the season. But if you can't enjoy one thing, you can enjoy another. So, I am a blessed man. I am very blessed. I'm one of the most blessed men I know of. Not when it comes to money, that's certain. Yeah, it's not in that department, that's for sure. But my gosh, having a good woman, a good life, a good place to live, beautiful place to live. I mean, beautiful farm here. I mean, I've been blessed with wonderful blessings. Good friends, good family, good horses, good dogs, good hunting, good fishing, goodness gracious, good health. I am greatly blessed. Good hunting. And the great experiences like this morning, getting out there and right at the, I mean, just light enough to barely see. You see a nice buck standing up there in the only food plot I ever planted. He was enjoying it. So I'm enjoying seeing him enjoying it. When he gets addicted to that food plot, I might get him. Or he might even send his big brother or his daddy or his uncle out here. Anyway, today's already been a success. Nice buck. Get me a cup of coffee and start sipping on it here. Well, it ain't exactly a cup of coffee, it's a thermos of coffee. Cowboy coffee. That good looking woman of mine got up this morning, made a pot of cowboy coffee, put it in my old thermos. Sent me out the door. She's quite a woman. If anybody out there might be a bit curious as to why I'm so crazy about that woman, take the time and look up a video called The Cougar. Maybe if you watch that, you'll have some idea why I'm so crazy about that woman. She's a good. That's the number one thing that I'm blessed with. Best wife, best woman man could ever have. So day 4 of the early muzzleloader season so far has been wonderful. The little circuitous route that I took walking out here, walking along the edge of the woods, down by the swamp. It kind of put a good start to it, and then as soon as you walk in here in the Quigley and open up the windows and look out, there's a nice buck. Good season. Good season. It's a beautiful sky this morning. Getting daylight. And so far, the only thing I've seen's been that pretty good buck. It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning, good cup of coffee. The only thing I've seen so far has been that one buck, but he's good. He's good. So let's just sit around a while and watch the fields and see what happens. Good things to come. Boy, you just never know, do you? The day started out real good with a really nice buck out here in the field. And that was at crack of daylight. That was 3 hours ago. We're 3 hours into the day. I've not seen another deer. Been dead as a hammer. Just never know, do you? But you can't afford to ever let your guard down. At about the time you least expect it. That's when your buck's gonna show up. You start thinking, well, I'm not gonna say anything now. Let your guard down. Then you look up, and there he stands right in front of you. But in the last little while, a tremendous amount of smoke has descended on the place here. I mean, you can probably tell in here. Look how smoky the air is. I don't know where all that smoke's coming from. But I mean, it's pretty thick. It's starting to kind of burn the old throat a little bit. I'm not gonna keep hunting much longer, but give it about another hour maybe. This is election day here in Virginia. So definitely gotta go vote. Well, it's sundown, right at sundown. It's the 4th day of the season. And I haven't seen anything moving around the fields at all today, either turkeys or deer or anything. Except for that one good buck that was up here this early this morning. I haven't seen a thing. It's amazing. Here we are about the 8th of November, and it's warm. I mean, it's warm today. Probably right now it's about 70 right now, I reckon. And starting early this morning, a heavy smoke had pretty much filled the whole valley here. I don't know where it's coming from. I might be the only person in here who don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's forest fires in Canada or California somewhere. I don't know. Don't keep up with the news that much, so I don't know. I don't know where all this smoke comes from. It is smoky. It's heavy enough smoke that it kind of burns your eyes. But anyway, I don't know. Sit around here, I reckon. Wait on dark. Just sit around. Hopefully a decent buck will show up here. I mean, I've passed on opportunities at 2 pretty good bucks. Like I said, I hope that don't turn out to be a mistake. But early in the season, seeing bucks like that, surely you get a crack at a better buck before it's over, but we shall see. We'll see. The sun is pretty much off the entire farm, except for that little ridge right there. Pretty though, isn't it? The first deer that I've seen since that buck at the first crack of daylight. Here it is after sundown. That's the first deer that I've seen. I believe that's Whitey's mom, I think. pretty sure it isn't. Yeah, and there comes another. See which one that is, see what that is. That's Whitey. If it's Whitey's mom, or I believe it is, yeah, or Whitey, mom's fawn of the year, and I believe the fawn of the year is in the woods behind it, yeah. It's bringing up the rear. Yep, there it comes. That's the three usuals. Huh. Where they been all day? They bring Granddaddy with him. It's beginning to look like it. Day 4 of the early muzzleloader season. It's going to end without a shot being fired. Here on the farm anyway. Somebody done some target practicing over at the gun club. But still got the 3 does on top of the hill there. But basically, that's about it. Was a half expected to see one of the bucks show up late today. But there just hadn't been a lot of movement of any description today. We'll call that a wrap for day 4, early muzzleloader.